Maggie Vespa is there.
In Michigan, heart-stopping video that authorities say shows good Samaritans, one apparently armed, confronting a lone attacker who just allegedly stabbed 11 people at a Traverse City Walmart Saturday. Moments later, a deputy seen cuffing the suspect, now ID'd as 42-year-old Bradford James Gilley, who the sheriff says used this folding knife with a 3.5-inch blade to stab people at random. Gilley now being held on 11 counts of assault with intent to murder and 1 count of terrorism, carrying a possible life sentence. His motive not yet determined.
My understanding is the only thing that he said just prior to being taken into custody was, "Are you 911?" or something to that effect. That's it.
That's it.
Very, very few words spoken.
Officials say they don't know why Gilley, who lives in a town nearly 2 hours away, was in Traverse City, and that his criminal history includes what they call prior incidents of assault. Tonight, the local hospital says the victims range in age from 29 to 84, adding one's been released, 2 remain in serious condition, the rest in fair condition. The sheriff praising those who stepped in to help.
Heroes in your mind?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's why I say, I mean, in today's world, you can't get someone to stop and help somebody to change a spare tire, let alone you have someone that just brutally assaulted people. Unbelievable. My hat goes off to each and every one of them.
Maggie is joining us now from that Michigan Walmart. Maggie, what else do we know about how those 11 victims are doing tonight?
Well, Hallie, all 11 are expected to survive. Meanwhile, the families of multiple victims are asking for privacy tonight. The suspect in this case is expected to be arraigned tomorrow or Tuesday. It's unclear at this point if he has a lawyer. Hallie.
Maggie Vespa, thank you. Overseas now, a pause in fighting from the Israeli military to let critical humanitarian aid get into Gaza, with anger building globally over the starvation crisis unfolding there. Raf Sanchez reports, and a warning, some of what you're about to see is disturbing.
Tonight, as the famine in Gaza deepens, Israel is easing its restrictions on humanitarian aid, allowing Arab states to parachute food into the Strip and dropping some from IDF planes. The IDF also announcing new humanitarian corridors for UN trucks to deliver food, and pausing strikes for 10 hours a day so aid can get through, but only in the limited coastal areas seen here. The UN welcoming the moves, which come after the famine deaths of at least 133 people, according to the Gaza Health Ministry, 87 of them children. Doctors Without Borders says Israel has deliberately blocked large-scale food distribution for months, accusing it of using starvation as a weapon. The IDF denies that, saying there is no starvation in the Gaza Strip. This is a false campaign promoted by Hamas. But the shrunken body of Zainab Abu Pleb tells a different story. Just 4 months old, she was born chubby in February during a ceasefire. Now just 4 pounds and wasting away.
We don't have enough formula for babies like this.
Zainab died a few hours later, her tiny body wrapped in a shroud, her father holding her one last time as he carried his baby daughter to her grave. And the president saying today Israel needs to decide how to move forward with negotiations on a ceasefire hostage deal. Israel's parliament is now in recess, which could give Prime Minister Netanyahu more political room to make an agreement. Hallie.
Raf Sanchez, thank you. Back here at home, unrelenting heat, feeling like 110 plus in some spots, could get dangerous for about 150 million people now under alert. Ryan Chandler is tracking that.
Tonight, a days-long stretch of extreme weather, leaving more than 153 million Americans on alert. Flooding emergencies in Missouri forcing water rescues. First responders searching neighborhoods by raft. Officials say approximately 40 people were rescued out of their homes and vehicles.
The water was knee-deep inside some of the folks' houses here.
And scorching heat bearing down on areas not used to days of triple digits. People under heat alerts across 34 states.
For the dangerous heat, the dangerous scorching heat. This is a dangerous heat.
In Charlotte, it felt like 106 today. So hot, this wallet melted shut. And Tampa broke 100 degrees for the first time ever.
With heat this intense, how do people stay safe?
The most important thing is, like stay hydrated, wear appropriate clothing, and try to stay in cool areas and air-conditioned areas.
Thunderstorms popping up along the East Coast tonight. New York City dealing with a triple threat under advisories for heat and air quality as storms force the area's 3 major airports into ground delays or stops. Millions of Americans sweating this summer scorcher with little relief in sight.
Ryan is joining us now from Dallas. And Ryan, it's the East Coast and the bullseye next, right?
That's right, Hallie. New York City and Boston, they could feel as hot as 105 degrees, and that heat is going to stick around there and throughout the southeast, at least until Wednesday, Hallie.
Ryan Chandler in Dallas, thank you. Scary moments for passengers on an American Airlines flight out of Denver, forced to slide off the plane, surrounded by smoke on the runway. George Solis has more from those on board when it happened.
Terror on the runway at Denver International Airport.
I just was briefed that there is a plane on fire.
Video shows fire and smoke billowing from under this American Airlines plane as 173 passengers and 6 crew on board were forced to evacuate using the aircraft's emergency slides on Saturday. Watch as one passenger falls. Another man with luggage in hand appearing to slip with a child.
You okay?
All as alarms blare on the runway. Another video capturing what appears to be a tire coming apart from the plane and rolling away. Flight 3023 was scheduled to depart from Denver, bound for Miami. The airline saying the combination of blown tires and the deceleration of the aircraft resulted in a minor isolated brake fire.
Somebody screamed, "Fire, burn!"
Passenger Mark Circus recorded this video of passengers running.
When did it become real for you? Oh, when I heard the boom, I knew something was wrong. It was a loud noise from under a plane. I knew something serious just happened.
Circus says the aircraft was speeding up prior to takeoff and that the pilot reacted quickly.
As soon as I heard the boom, he started braking because we were speeding up at the moment.
American Airlines saying one passenger was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Tonight, the FAA says they're investigating.
George is at the Miami airport, and George, the transportation secretary, is reminding people, don't try to bring your luggage if something like this happens.
Yeah, that's right, Hallie. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy saying FAA investigators are on the ground right now in Denver. The secretary also saying that he spoke with the American Airlines CEO about the incident. Hallie?
George Solis, thank you. Still ahead tonight, our first look at a new high-tech system using drones like these to respond to stop school shootings. And a big box office weekend with a big bet from Hollywood on